Welcome back to Reconstructing the World. I'm here with Dorte Børsen, the new co-host of the show.
Oh!
And we're continuing, Dorte, our new series of how do sustainable architects get ideas, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's gonna be so fantastic to see. Yes, obviously a mail hadn't gone through. I'll call you later. Hi, Anders, most sustainable architect in the world, and my co-host on this Reconstructing the World.
I thought you were being unfaithful with Dorte. So
it was just a joke.
It's a very good joke. Do you want to be the co-host today?
No.
I could be the co-host.
Yeah, she can be the co-host.
But
okay.
You're so good at talking.
Yeah. So. Welcome to our mini-series about how sustainable architects get ideas, right?
Yes.
And today we're talking about a project that is super special, but before we start, we need to do the most important thing of the show, and that is, what is your spirit animal, Dorte? And it needs to be two animals combined into one so I can do it in AI. What is your spirit animal? And you know what you have? Don't say it out. You know it? Anders, you have to guess it. Very dramatic.
It's a penguin.
Penguin.
And a salamander.
Okay, what is it?
Panda.
Panda?
Giraffe.
Giraffe. That's great. That's gonna be great. And we're gonna show it at the end of the episode.
That's a cute.
Yeah. So wait, stay tuned for it.
Stay tuned for the cute.
Mm-hmm. So we have a panda here,
penguin,
and
salamander.
Giraffe, right? Giraffe, panda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So what are we looking at today, guys? This is car start repark. So you built a fucking you built a parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an existing parking house in Berlin.
Doesn't sound very sustainable, Dorte.
We are turning it into a hotel.
Oh.
And it's super sustainable because next to the park house there's an old Karstadt building, which is a department store. And so we pick out materials from the old department store and repark them into the park house.
This building is half park house, half.
No, this is actually only the park house.
This is gigantic.
But the
next to it,
there.
I'm not as tall as I should have been a real giraffe.
Tell me where to point.
The Karstadt is right there with your finger.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
And is it still there?
It is still there, and it's being partly demolished and then transformed into a new Karstadt building. But in the process, they are like harvesting building materials, and we have the opportunity, this is a catalog of the building materials, we get the opportunity to reuse those materials in our new project for a hotel.
Okay, so there's a competition for a hotel, right? I guess.
Yeah.
There's a competition for transforming this old parking building from the 50s to, first was it actually an office building?
Mm-hmm.
And then when we won it, they saw the potential and it actually transformed into being a hotel.
Okay, so I gotta stop you because you guys are already way ahead of us. So you get either invited to this competition?
Yes.
Okay, so let's explore how you get ideas for a competition, right?
So an important thing here, which is quite unique. This was, I think, one of the first competitions, international competitions. We entered and we were up against, some of the really big offices that we have been fans of since we were students.
Yes.
So we were we feared the competition a little bit. But what changed was that the client actually ordered a company called Concula, it's a German company, to map the materials. So in the brief, we actually got kind of a mapping of all the materials. As you see there, there was inside both the shopping mall and also the parking house.
Mm-hmm. So all these small spots here are things salvaged from the demolition.
It's there. It's just a picture of it, and then a volume of how much there is of this material.
Oh shit!
And that idea immediately led to the way we think. So from being,
Okay, can I quickly ask? So in the brief, was the brief fixed? Say you can't demolish the building, you need to renovate it.
They said they wanted the most sustainable building as possible, and they were looking at how to recycle as much as possible, not knowing what was possible, and therefore they mapped the materials. So and then the brief was open. How many square meters can you make, or they had kind of a fixed number, but how can you do that in the most sustainable manner? So that was the kind of challenge, and also, of course, the most beautiful building you can get out of that. So that's where we started, and that's where basically we came up with this expression that we use a lot: form follows availability. And that becomes so...
Where is this? Is that a thing that you have as a slogan?
Well, everyone hired here in the office, we have that tattoo over our back.
Form follows
availability.
Meaning that what is available of materials defines the form.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
you can have that tattoo as well.
I got that.
It is
right all the way.
Here,
oh no, Dorte, not there.
That's where I have it.
Never that. Form,
you don't get
actually
to
quite good.
now.
Actually quite good. Form follows availability. As an ass tattoo.
Yeah.
You might not be the next host of this show. This is really funny. This is a funny gal.
Then I'm handing over my microphone to the right person.
I really like that. That is
most
so rude.
sustainable architect in the world.
Yeah. So Dorte is second most sustainable architect in the world.
No, she's the first.
Okay, she's the first. Okay, you're giving
letting go of it.
So I can see from all this that this is the way Linear Group work. You guys always get. I can see it already. So we could go through the repetitions, but this is the way you guys are thinking. You can always see that, already see that.
Yeah.
So if you should Dorte pick one thing that you guys did that is totally unique from everybody else.
Yeah.
One thing, because I know you're gonna say 5 things, but one thing you say, okay, we did something here that nobody ever did before.
Yeah, I already have 2 things competing.
That one.
Take that one.
I know that one.
That one.
I've been doing this show so many times. I know that is the shit.
So that is the beams and the concrete decks that you take out of an existing concrete structure and reuse. Yeah.
So you wanted to take out
So it's actually, you're already pointing at 2 things here.
Oh shit, okay.
So there are the decks and there are the beams.
But I think Anders, he wants you, because he knows that slide. So he wants you to say that because we are taking out every second floor, the concrete building gets unstable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because we are reusing the decks and the beams that you're saying, the existing concrete building becomes unstable.
Yeah, wobbly. So you guys obviously came up with a...
So not only us, the fantastic engineers as well. They actually did something fantastic here. They calculated how to stabilize a concrete building with wood columns coming down in one point in the basement. So we only have these small foundations underneath the basement. This is the first floor up here.
And this is
this is
down here?
Yeah, this is earth, this is basement.
Okay.
And then you have these structures that then stabilizes the whole building. That's pretty fantastic in wood.
Your idea?
I actually wanted to tell you about something completely different, which is the escalator steps.
Oh, which is...
Because I love them.
Okay, we'll come to that, but this is a fantastic one.
Yeah.
This is game-changing shit, right?
Yeah.
Because normally people will go, hey, let's take out every second floor and we can build a thing. And then the engineers would go, no.
Yeah, the fantastic thing is that normally this would be the point in the project where the client says, okay, then let's demolish it.
Yeah.
We can't stabilize it. We can't go through a basement and make a new fund. It's too complex. But in this case, they actually went the other way, which is quite fantastic. So that opened up for us doing all the other great things.
Yeah.
But this is really, really an important thing.
And was this in the competition thing where you say we can do this?
Yeah. And then what we also did in this one, and that's what I actually wanted to say, is that when you take out every single deck You also take all the columns out.
Yeah.
And what we did with the decks, like these guys, we actually reused them into this little building, which is a new building behind the parking house.
Ah, there's one here,
and
right?
we basically reused the decks
Quick.
from this building and put them into this building in combination with wooden columns.
Okay.
And then what we also did is that we took these beams, these little curved guys that you see down here, and then we transformed them and put them on the facade
You can see
here.
the facade.
And you can also see it up there. So you basically take the beams and you make a new structure in the facade out of the concrete beams from every second.
And actually create something that has an organic feel, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you feel that I've been doing this program for a couple of times?
It's a bit of a modernism in a way, right? Like a grid structure, and then you have these curved movements inside your facade.
That's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
Dorte, you're really good at this shit.
She's very good at it.
I know you have a surprise up your sleeve, isn't it?
It's because it's close to Christmas.
So I've been, Dorte, you point to the one thing you wanted to tell, your favorite.
Yes,
Let's go see Dorte's favorite idea on this building.
Because this is a department store, right? And
so we can walk
the car
what
stand,
is happening in a department store is that you go up and down the escalators.
Okay, where are we going, Dorte?
We are going over here because what is happening over here is that we're allowed to harvest the stairs from the escalator in the Karstad. And
So this is old capitalistic supporting stairs, right?
Yeah, these are the steps from an escalator.
They have harvested millions and millions of EU crowns, EU capital through like the way of buying and throwing out. So these has transported a lot of people just wanting to go into a shopping mall and buy
and
stuff.
be happy,
And
basically just be
everybody,
happy.
and they're just so recognizable. Everybody would combine them with in their heads with shopping, and at the same time they're actually really, really beautiful. I mean, look at the way that these guys.
You're gonna keep this?
And the quality.
Yeah, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure. Yeah. But
That's how you get ideas. Like one is saying, well, maybe, absolutely. Okay.
But that's actually very typical for the distribution of work.
But the fantastic.
Who the fuck gets idea of making a facade? It's because what I've learned on this show is the facade is super expensive, right?
But okay, so try to get into a sustainability mind here. So you look at this staircase. And you know, all of a sudden, someone tells you you have 40 staircases, 40 escalator stairs, which are double because they go all the way around.
Oh shit, yeah.
So they're on a kind of conveyor belt.
Yeah, and it's a mechanical joint. And so I think, okay, it must be mounted to something that's like a mechanical bracket. And then you know that these can be outside handling water, salt from the sidewalks, people walking on them, so it must be high quality. And that is exactly what they are. Super high quality. One stair cost, what was it, 1,500 euros, right? 15 for one stair.
Nearly 1 million Danish kroner.
Yeah, they're super expensive.
1,500 euros.
Yeah.
That's 10,000 crowns.
No, each one of these.
God.
No, I thought we were talking about the whole escalator.
No, one of them.
One cost 10,000 Danish kroner.
Can I buy you a house for 1,500 euros?
No.
Quick deal?
No.
So the fantastic thing here is that high quality, and also look at the bracket. Look at how simple they are mounted. You're allowed to look behind them.
So the mounting is already there.
It's already there. It's just a bracket in like that,
and then
that's
two
it.
holes.
So that's the beauty
and
of
then
it.
somebody to screw the hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, that was obvious.
And it's really beautiful, and it tells such a good story on shopping and the leftovers
you
from
guys,
shopping.
did you guys? Dorte, you need to stand here.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you guys immediately get this idea when you saw them?
It was actually in the competition, and it was part of the Concular catalog, and I think it developed somewhere in Vilius's mind during the competition. I could imagine.
It's going to be super exciting to see what kind of animals are going to nest in here.
That's also like that. We went through that. It's
So you found out
a
an
real
animal?
issue. No, but it's a discussion when you develop a facade to avoid having animals in here.
No, but you could also
I see that from a biodiversity perspective.
Exactly. You could drill a hole here, and it could be bird nesting.
Exactly. Yeah.
They will probably.
Now I'm competing for ideas in this.
Because there's a lot of
it's a good
space
idea.
inside
Yeah.
there.
But who else thought it was a good idea, which is really interesting, is ThyssenKrupp. And ThyssenKrupp is really the largest European escalators they are manufacture and elevators.
Yeah.
And they didn't know really what to do with all these waste escalators that they are getting thrown out after 10 years of use or something like that.
But normally you just melt it down, right? Melt it down, making something.
You can melt it down, of course, and use energy on it.
Yeah.
But the fact is that this way of direct recycling it is something they find extremely interesting. Like, how can you retrofit other things? They could also become escalator stairs again, but this is easier where they don't have to be mechanical in use, but that they just perform as a facade. And that could be other things where direct reuse makes sense to build with these.
Yeah.
Hannes, are you starting to build?
No, I'm just like there's. No, I was just finding some loose screws, but then maybe that's not too good for the project.
Somebody lost that one.
It must be
But
mine.
I actually think this is an amazing project, and I think that you guys won this project because you were used to thinking in the way you're thinking, right? Mm-hmm. So you immediately this is like, hey, if somebody comes with a competition of reusing materials, you guys are the shit, right?
Yeah. And we actually had like one of the comments when we presented the project back then, and we did win, but one of the comments was, are you actually serious?
With this one.
with this one. Is it a joke? Somebody asked us.
Yeah, the jury.
But,
is it a joke?
Well, I think you just set the title of this episode.
Yeah.
Is this a joke? What did you say? You said,
what do you say in German?
No, you said it. What did you said it in?
Is it a joke?
Is it actually a joke?
Is it actually a joke?
I think it's good. Okay, guys. I think to end the Carstack project, because it's still ongoing, right? The competition has been won, and you have been doing all this. So we will hopefully follow this project in the future.
Yes.
But I think this is one of this again where the way of starting to think immediately on how to do a whole building of sustainability.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm taking away for this episode is that you always start, okay, what if I'm not allowed to do anything new or throw away anything? And then ideas come from that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I thought it was beautiful too. So here is Dorte's spirit animal. Anders, very quickly, do you want a spirit animal for this episode also?
If you allow me to have one, that would be fantastic.
It's AI. It's AI. We can get it moving. It can move. I can get it to move.
If you can make moves, then I'm in.
What? 2 animals combined. Panda, giraffe.
But I'm stealing the penguin salamander. I would
Penguin
like to see.
salamander.
Yeah.
And on those 2 spirit animals, guys, go get sustainable ideas. It's the future.